And welcome to another live stream Watchalong reaction. This afternoon, we are watching react to Australia versus Egypt. FIFA World Cup 2026, round of 32. We are here. I'm here. Technical difficulties. The computer went haywire. Started not responding. I had to get it going. Well, not like I needed it, but either way, I was trying to write out the F1. I think Australia wins. I was trying to write down the F1 sprint quali and shit stopped working. And then I had to get it going before I got this one going. But either way, Australia versus Egypt. I need my freaking second screen. Either way. Do you come from a land down under? Hopefully Australia does better in this game than Oscar Piastri did in sprint quali. Starting 11s are as follows for Australia. In goal, Patrick Beach. The back five, Jordan Boss, Alessandro Cercati, Harry Suter, Lucas Harrington, Aziz Behich. The midfield four of Christian Volpato, Jackson Irvine, Aiden O'Neill, Connor Metcalf, and Nestri Irukunda up top. The final day of the round of 32 games, we have one more triple header and then no more triple headers in this tournament because, well, I mean, we do have an F1 Grand Prix on Sunday, but that doesn't count as a World Cup triple header. That counts as a World Cup double with a F1 Grand Prix in the morning before on Sunday. Either way, Egypt 11, Mustafa Shaber, Kareem Hafez, Rami Rabia, Yasser Ibrahim, Mohamed Hani, Hamdi Fati, Marwan Atiyah, Imam Ashur, Mohamed Salah, Mustafa Ziko, Omar Marmoush for Egypt. You gotta be kidding me. It was, what? There's no way they're going to play two games at once. No, it's still 3 and 7. No, it's still 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Sunday. And, well, 9 a.m. But either way. It would have been changed on FODMOB if they actually changed the time. Don't even. Unless, well, hey, but what about the rain? Maybe they'll flip the times, but either way, we'll get going in this match. There we go. I believe FODMOB over you. I believe FODMOB over you, Pacharo, any day of the week and twice on Sunday. So our final round of 32 match day. Australia, Egypt, Argentina, Cape Verde, Colombia, Ghana. So that'll be interesting. We'll review Argentina, Cape Verde once it's over. I think it benefits both countries. It'll be evening in UK and noon in Mexico. What? That's awesome. That's great. Really. Nil-nil. And we're off in the second half. It still says 7 p.m. for me on FODMOB, so either it's not been confirmed. Yeah, it would be hard to play in the afternoon, but it still says 7 p.m. on FODMOB. I don't see anything on the Liga MX Reddit talking about the game being changed. Or, I'm sure it would be. Google. Still 7 p.m. Nil-nils. in this match. FIFA World. Let's go to the FIFA website. Let's go to the FIFA website. If it's not changed on the FIFA website, it ain't changed at all. They're talking about the Mexico-England game being changed into the afternoon, which is bullshit considering FotMob still says 7. Nobody said anything on Liga MX's Reddit. 15-19. It's still 7 o'clock. Even if it was changed on FIFA, I'd believe you. Even if it wasn't changed on anything else, it still says 19. 7 o'clock. And we're off. 0-0. Egypt going forward. Well, either way. Mexico weather will be very bad with thunderstorms on Sunday evening. Maybe that's why. But I haven't changed it yet. Al Nassr are going to hire Edge Postecoglou. I haven't seen any rumors yet. Again, FIFA hadn't even changed it yet, so it's just rumors. Then again, they dealt with a rain delay last game in Mexico and still played it, so worst case, it happens again. Cleared away by Australia. Hold on. Always up. So have to wake up super early. Like, come on. Fair enough, but 2014 wasn't so bad. Well, I was in Brazil, so it's probably. Shot saved. Okay, that's not even what I was. Either way, 5 minutes in. Not a bad attempt. England versus Mexico kickoff could be delayed due to weather with storms forecast. So worst, it's just going to be a rain delay, from what I can tell. All they're talking about is possible rain delays. That's all I can see. FIFA hadn't changed the time, so I don't think they changed the time in like a day notice. So, corner for Australia. 0-0. No review for this one, just a stream. Live review for Argentina. Live for Colombia, Ghana. And then the round of 32 recap, round of 16 predictions. After that, as a video. And then we'll be back for Canada tomorrow. And then, of course, after that, 2 lives, 2 reviews on Saturday, I think. Yep, is what we're going to do. So, both live for the Canada game, then reviewing the Canada game, then live RSR for Paraguay versus France. I think from now on, we're doing a live RSR for every match. I think. So, I think. But either way, Egypt playing back, 0-0. Eight minutes in. Egypt playing forward. Dallas Stadium at Jerry World. Argentina plays today in Miami. Hopefully no rain delay there. No, it's just a regular. No, it's blank. It's blank. I got it before I even went there. So, I got the Nashville jersey when I was in Nashville. I got it before I even went there. Bradley, he didn't get shit canned till 22. Because Bradley didn't come in till 22. I still should have bought a Johnny Cash Schaffelberg jersey, though. Doesn't matter now. He's at LAFC. Or I guess if I found a Schaffelberg Johnny Cash Nashville jersey, I'd wear it, but I'd buy it, but still. 2 minutes or 10 minutes in. Must score tomorrow for Mexico, Ecuador, or Mexico, England, or the other games and the other games. Well, Mexico plays on Sunday, 1. Second of all, Canada versus Morocco. I'm going to go 1-0 Morocco. Late. Actually, 2-1. 2-1 Morocco. 2-1 Morocco is where I'm going to go. For France, Paraguay, I'm going 5-0 France. For Brazil, Norway, I'm going to go 2-1 Brazil. And then for Mexico, England, I'm going to go 3-1 Mexico. USA, Belgium, I'm going to go USA 2-1 USA. Canada's the host that got the hardest matchup. We did it to ourselves. But USA got a shitty Belgium team that for some reason people are overrating like hell. I bet it's all the casuals. We're in the CONCACAF unity. I said the USA and Mexico are going to win. I said they're going to win. Canada got the hardest game of the 3. I mean, I have my cope to think Canada's going to win, but it's just cope. Well, I mean, they are better at pressing the ball, but they are better at pressing the ball and playing as an underdog. That is true, but is that enough against Morocco? Because Hakimi's coming up against Davies, who has just come back from injury, or Larea, who's been fried all tournament. I'd rather play Segor, if I'm being honest. Does it take away some of our offensive oomph? Sure, but you know what? If we're not starting Davies, sure, it does, but France versus Paraguay would be tough for France. Paraguay just beat Germany. Germany is shit right now. Sorry, Dillon. France is one of the best teams in the world, and France is on form right now. If you think France is going to struggle against Paraguay, here comes Egypt. Cross in on the free kick. Ball played in. Another cross. A Mama Shore header. Header for Egypt. It's in. 1-0. Imam Ashur scores for Egypt. His free kick was horrible, but he gets in there for the cross in after the rebound, and he makes up for it. Horrible free kick, though. 1-0 for Egypt. Imam Ashur. Thirteenth minute. 12th minute will go. 0-1. I think if somebody gets to 2 goals, they've won the game. There's going to be a second African team in the round of 16. How do you go from 10 teams in one round to 2 in the next? Great delivery and header. I agree. Horrible free kick, but it worked out anyway. Ashur's free kick was horrible, but it worked out anyway. Maybe he meant to make it horrible. Because his free kick itself was horrible, but the rebound ended up with another guy. He runs in to get the header, and he scores the header. I'm just going to say he ended up making it horrible to troll the other team and then score the header. Second goal in the World Cup, he scored against Belgium in that first draw. Tactics can be a funny thing. I'm just going to say he meant to do that because that free kick was horrible. But he did make the secondary run, though. Either he's very smart or they meant to do that. Because, I mean, sometimes you can mean to screw something up to get a better outcome later. Or just admit, or just say you did. You meant to screw it up. That makes things look better. I mean, I meant to screw it up so I could get a better outcome, you know. You go from 10 to 2 because most of the third place teams honestly probably didn't deserve to be in the next round. I mean, of course, we still have Cape Verde and Ghana to play, but I think Egypt was the most likely to advance today of the 3 African teams playing another team. Whether that be CONMEBOL or Asia. Cape Verde is going to get... I'm going to be real. Like, I want Cape Verde to do well. I'm not saying this because I don't want them to. I want them to do well. I wish they keep it close. But if Messi does not score a hat trick on Cape Verde, they did a really good job today. How about that? Because Cape Verde defensively is worse than MLS teams that Messi has played. And Messi's also playing Cape Verde with a better team than that shitty Miami team. That shitty Miami team that he has with him. I come from a land down under. I come from a land down under. Where rivers... Can't you hear the thunder? Sixteenth minute. He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. Yeah, he did. He did it right at the start of the show. It's fine. We all can. We all can. It's not. It doesn't have to be one person who says it, then others don't. We all can say it. 0-1. Losing 1-0 to Egypt, though, Australia. If Egypt gets to 2 goals, this is going to be very tough for Australia to come back from. Not that I disrespect their fighting spirit, but they play haram ball. Australia's best chance now is to tie the game at some point. Keep it 1 against and tie the game. That's their best strategy. And if they have enough time, go for a second. But they did score 2 against Turkey. Egypt might actually be better than Turkey. I'm going to be real. I'm actually going to be real. Egypt might be better than Turkey. Do you think Cape Verde win against Argentina, or do you think it's impossible? I just said, if Messi don't score a hat trick against Cape Verde, they did a really good job today. So, yeah, it's impossible. I mean, the Cinderella story's great, but Argentina is Argentina, and Messi is still Messi. Messi scored a hat trick on Algeria. He still got it. Messi still has it. I don't think anybody questioned that, but certainly you can't now. Come on, Australia. Do it for Daniel Ricciardo. And I guess Oscar Piastri. Okay, I'm starting to like Oscar Piastri comparatively. Maybe the title race, I just didn't want him to beat Lando. Maybe I was being harsh. I mean, his fans are nuts. Oscar Piastri's fans are nuts. But Oscar is actually a sound bloke. So screw it. Australia, do it for Daniel Ricciardo and Oscar Piastri. Come on. Do it for Danny Rick and Piastri. Come on. But especially Danny Rick. Fun. But then, laser beam. Who the hell's laser beam? 18th minute. I know Shane Van Gisbergen is Kiwi. Liam Lawson is Kiwi. They're not Australian. Just so no, that doesn't work. Then again, enough of the rednecks in NASCAR probably don't even know what New Zealand is. So maybe I could throw Shane Van Gisbergen in there. I know what New Zealand is, but a lot of the rednecks who watch NASCAR probably don't. They probably just think he's Australian. Well, he did drive an Aussie supercars. Yeah, I know. Still ain't Australian. Shit, yeah, that probably would confuse the rednecks even more. Yeah, you're right. About Shane Van Gisbergen. Yeah, you're probably right. Either way. '20th minute. Kiwis better than Aussies. Oh, says Sun. Your favorite viewer, Bronson Reed. Oh, yeah, he is Australian. Has he put the shrimps on the barbie? And by that, I mean 2 pounds. Actually, no, probably 5 pounds of shrimps on the barbie, yeah? Has he put the 5 pounds of shrimps on the barbie, mate? Nice play from Egypt. Yeah, he could probably eat more than 5 pounds, but, 5 pounds is safe, I think. Playing forward, Egypt. Shot! Wide! Offside. Zico puts it wide, but he was offside anyway. 20th minute. I mean, I think they'd have to all be on skewers. That would take so many skewers. 5 pounds of shrimp on a grill would take so many skewers, though. Because you have to put the shrimp on skewers. If you're going to grill shrimp, you have to put it on skewers. It would be a bitch. It would be an absolute bitch to grill shrimp without skewers. Mustafa Zico. Different Zico. Probably, well, no, his last name is Ziko, so I don't know if he was named after the Brazilian Zico, but not different Zico. Just like the Trezeguet who plays for Egypt is a different Trezeguet. He's not David Trezeguet, it's the Trezeguet who played for Aston Villa when they were in the championship. See, I know ball. See, I know ball. Didn't think I knew that, didn't you? The Trezeguet who played for Aston Villa in the championship. Didn't think I knew that, didn't you? Ball crossed in. But I think that Trezeguet was named after David Trezeguet, though, for sure. So, either way. I think he said he was. Either way. Water break. 22 minutes water break. 1-0 to Egypt. I don't know, Ryan. Egyptians believe in resurrection. Maybe that's why they name their kids after legends, I guess. I don't know. That belief. I don't know. Either way. Not that I'm questioning it, but either way. I mean, Australia's not playing too bad. Just Egypt had a really good botched free kick that led to a header. But 24th minute. It's been, how we doing? How we doing? It has been a long time. '25th minute. Yep. Just have to watch their garbage. But thank God the World Cup's going on. And we'll have to watch them again on July 16th. I've enjoyed watching the World Cup. It's more fun. I know there's been so many videos, but it really only takes a 2-second check to figure out. Depending on how fast you can scroll. There have been so many friendlies and World Cup games. It'll take a couple of seconds to scroll to the last TFC game, but the only reason I haven't is they haven't played any games since, what, late May? Thankfully. I can't cover them if there's no games to be played. When they play games, I cover them, but they haven't played any games since late May. Damn, time flies. I know. Well, welcome. Yeah, time does fly. And we're almost to the end of another World Cup. 4 years later. Well, 3.5, but 4 years. Time does fly, yeah. Next World Cup, I'm going to be 30. Well, men's World Cup. Women's World Cup, of course, 27, and then Club World Cup, 29. I kind of don't want this tournament to end. I don't either, but I don't either. It's been banger after banger. Yeah. I agree. It's been perfect. It's been the best World Cup ever. And even if my videos have gotten, the numbers have been a lot shittier than I've expected because YouTube went and screwed all of the small creators. I mean, Dom's numbers haven't been great, I've noticed. Soccer Steve talked to me. He said his numbers were shit. All the people I'm cordial with, doesn't seem their numbers have been great. And maybe that's just seeing it the first moment, but his videos don't really get a good start when I see him in my subscription feed, Dom's, which sucks because, I mean, he makes good content. But a lot of us smaller creators are kind of getting shafted. But I'm just having, but as I said to Steve, I said, I'm just going to bring it up. I'm just going to put it up to God. I'm going to have fun, do the videos and streams, and put it up to God and the YouTube algorithm. All good, bro. I always drop a like every time I click on the Ryan vid. Well, thank you. That's nice. So, and I mean, I think, so it's not just me. If it was just me, I'd be like, okay, understandable. Then I'd be more pissed off. Weirdly enough, I'm not that pissed off. I mean, I'm a little bit miffed because I thought this World Cup would be like the rocket fuel to me. But, I can't be that pissed when I'm not the only one getting screwed. If I was the only one getting screwed and I wasn't getting views, then I'd be pissed. I'd be way more pissed. But because I know I deserve better, but it's not anything I can do about it, honestly. With YouTube being YouTube, it's not anything I can do about it but just work through this, and hopefully maybe by the end of it we get a little bit of a bump. And then the last 16 and stuff like that works out. But either way, it's nothing I can do. It's just hopefully at some point the click-through rate gets better and a video pops off, maybe a couple, and then it isn't going to be exactly what I wanted, but how we doing, Daniel? Happy 4th to you, even though it's the 3rd. Yeah, it's the 3rd. Either way, 40th or 30th minute. So, again, I mean, it's not anything I can do about it. But just keep making videos and keep making content, and hopefully at some point the momentum shifts. Or like one of them does so well that it has to force YouTube to shift the momentum to me. You would think one of the Moroccan games would have done that, but you know, whatever. I mean, since I've done every game, I still think I probably should have got more views in 2022, but I'll add those up later. But enough complaining. But enough, I deserve better complaining. Enough of that. Oh my God, that's crazy. England players will be allowed to use Viagra in order to cope with altitude in Mexico City. What does Viagra have to do with altitude? Because it's not on the list of banned substances for WADA. It can reduce fatigue and dizziness at high altitude by improving blood flow in the lungs. Oh, it was initially developed as a high blood pressure fix. Oh, okay. So because, okay. Make sure the England's shorts are not too tight. That's not my job. I swear to God, now that I watch that game, all I'm going to be thinking about is how can I push in a Viva Viagra joke. Don't do this to me. Or maybe like, I don't know. No. We're not going. We're not going there. We're not going there. 33rd minute. Get your mind out of the gutter, bro. That's why I didn't say anything. Eder. It's too early. It's too early. So you do have a filter, Ryan. No, I'm just smarter than that. No, I'm just a little bit, well, I wouldn't say it's a filter. It's more like, yeah, maybe it's too early for that joke. Not the Viva Viagra joke. I'm talking about this. I wonder if the manager... or is that just the players? Either way. Or does the manager just get an oxygen mask? Probably. I don't know if I'll ever... it's future reference, possibly. Future reference, maybe. I don't know. Possibly. I wish. I don't pack pills. Honey pack pills. I know what you want. Throw in. I actually scientifically need to research this, though. I really do. That's crazy. It's too early for this. I know, it is. It is. Can someone explain why Irakunda's playing striker this game? Because he's their best forward player, and they're playing a 5-4-1. Because they want to park the bus. But how about you just don't play with a 9? You just play 5-5-0 and let him run. At this point, you might as well. 35th minute, you might as well. Oh, saved. It ain't right after dark yet. It's been a long time, but okay. Then again, it never has really changed. A little bit of a side eye there. Playing forward. .37th minute. There is, unless there's extra time in the later games throughout the tournament, there will be no more after dark for the rest of this tournament. We just got finished with the final after dark game yesterday because the schedule is much more light now. There are some games that start like 6 or 7 that if they go to extra time, there will be extra time after dark, but it ain't going to be a full game after dark. I'll tell you that much. And that's only through the quarters or something? 6 or 7. Oh, God. Header. .38th minute. 0-1. Can't believe I just did that. Nil 1, 39th minute. I can't believe I just did that. Playing forward. Egypt. 5 minutes away from stoppage time in the half. This bracket's getting too intense. Almost every match, I'm sad for the losing team. I mean, it is the World Cup. Free kick for Egypt. Can somebody stop this? French juggernaut team. If it does, it's going to be a shock. I don't even know if Argentina can. I've accepted France are going to win this World Cup. I don't want them to, but I've accepted it. If they do, I don't know if I'm going to be an asshole about them losing. But I've accepted the fact they're going to win. I just hope I'm proven wrong. Header. I just hope I'm proven wrong. You know, I don't like France like that. I mean, I think we're going to get a France-Argentina rematch in the final. I really do. The last game at Azteca is the England game. From then on, if Mexico advances, they'll be playing in the United States. The last game outside of the USA, I think, is the Switzerland versus Colombia or Ghana game in Vancouver. I mean, I'd love if Paraguay or Canada or Morocco took out France. I don't know if Morocco's probably got the best chance to, but it would be absolutely hilarious if France got knocked out on penalties by Paraguay. But again, Paraguay played a shitty Germany that we didn't realize was that bad until too late. Sorry, Dillon. This is a whole different can of worms. Whole different can of worms. We'll watch the game, of course. We're reviewing both games. We're live for both games tomorrow. We'll review both games tomorrow. We're going to watch both. But it's a whole different can of worms. Canada's got a better chance at an upset than Paraguay does. And Paraguay already has done an upset. I didn't say it was great, but I said Canada has a better chance of an upset tomorrow. If there's going to be an upset, it's probably going to be Canada beating Morocco. I wouldn't bet my house on it, but, you know. But either way. .44th minute. I mean, yellow, I don't look bad in it, but it's not my favorite color. It's not a bad color. But I wouldn't pick it first. Playing forward. Header saved. The Puma special. Well, it sounds like actually the 12 was Croatia robbed, or was it a justified robbery? I mean, the ball hit the guy's hair. It did register a touch. The sensor did register a touch. I mean, could they have looked at it and been like, hey, you know what? I mean, he was at the monitor. He went by what the sensor said. It did. It was a robbery. It should have went to extra time, but either way. Pokemon is supporting Morocco. So, now it's starting to become true. Sounds like the game is being moved. FIFA is about to announce a time change for Mexico versus England. Just as Andres Vaca predicted, it will be played at 12 p.m. The change is due to a thunderstorm that was forecast for the time of the match. Hair still counts as the player, by the way. I didn't know hair could cause that much of a touch, though. And they're moving it up to 12 noon. They're moving it up to noon. Instead, it was supposed to be 7, but that's the rumor that Gibran confirmed. Vaca put out. Fair is fair. I wear a swimming cap for the rest of my life. Well, I mean, Croatians are known for wearing swimming caps in water polo. Gonna be hard to find. Oh, England's getting the Pumas special. Well, because of these storms, well, that's their fault for not going when they needed to go. 5 minutes of stoppage time, 3:45, 1-0 Egypt. Let me tell you something. England are going to get the Pumas special now. It was going to be a Mexico victory already. If they play at noon, and this is true, and they move this game, they're getting the Pumas special. It's not going to be pretty. Yeah, I know. I just saw Vaca report it. I just saw Gibran report it. I just saw Sutcliffe report it. It's happening. It is going to be moved. It's going to be much harder for England. Well, yeah. How did so many CONCACAF rivals manage to get a draw at Estadio Azteca for the 2022 qualifiers? Because y'all were shit. Y'all were shit at the time. You ain't what you are now. Tata's a garbage manager. Y'all were shit. Canada was on the rise. They weren't afraid. The United States wanted to make a statement. They wanted it more than you did. Y'all were shittier at home than you were on the road, frankly. And y'all got beat on the road. If the Azteca wasn't the Azteca, y'all would have probably lost at home. I'm surprised there wasn't no Aztecazos in that run. I'm not going to lie. With how bad y'all were. I mean, hey, you know what? Drawing probably was... It's close enough. I mean, drawing's probably close enough, but, whatever. And we're off, and it's halftime, 1-0 to Egypt. Halftime, it is 0-1. So, on Sunday morning, we have a Formula One Grand Prix, the British Grand Prix. I would assume it would be over by 11. 9 o'clock, 52 laps. If there's no red flag. I see going to extra time plus penalties with Eltree advancing. I mean, to me, Sami Zayn's always a face, but to most people, they're trying to turn him into a righteous heel. Yeah, yeah. There's some F1 stuff over there. That doesn't really show that well. Okay. Then we have the Mexico game. Then we have it's the model cars. Lando's, it's a Lego car. Lando's Miami die cast, and then last year's Lando die cast. Before I take a break, I'll show it. Also, a picture of Lando. You can't even see the picture, but it's under there. A picture of Lando's car, signed from Silverstone last year, I think. Shit. The Lego McLaren box, the 2024 Miami Lando Norris, Lando, and then his car from the die cast from last year. Boom. Also, there's a George Russell under there as well. Also, there's a George Russell one under there as well. I didn't buy him. But, yeah, Osama bin Russell. I wish it was the Kimmy, but, from last year. Yeah, I'm a McLaren guy, but Lando's my favorite. But Lando's him and Charles are my favorites, but, yeah, Lando's my favorite. I have a Ferrari car, though. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, 1-0 to Egypt. We'll take a short break, talk about the stats, get this one going. Sit tight, be back. Is Rasheed Wallace a Hall of Famer? Yes. If it's at noon, 3-0 or Mexico. 3-0 Mexico. My bad. 3-0 Mexico. They're getting the Pumas special. Altitude and the Pumas special? Shit, it might be 4. Shit, it might be 4. Shit, it might be 4. With that being said, they get the Pumas special. It might be 4. 44% possession, 56% possession, 6 shots to 3, 1 shot on goal to 1. We got 163 passes to, or accurate passes to 233, 80% pass accuracy to 86, 3 corners to 0, 6 shots to 3, 1 shot on goal to 1, 204 passes to 272, 80% pass accuracy to 86. We got 17 throws to 9, 0 offside to 2, 0 yellow cards to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 4 fouls to 3, 0-1 at the half. Egypt, what is the Pumas special? Playing in the afternoon in the blazing sun at noon or 1. What, you haven't watched enough Liga MX? You know Pumas plays in the afternoon. You know Pumas plays in the frickin' blazing heat. High sunlight. You know what Pumas, that's Pumas to a T. What do you mean you don't know what the Pumas special is? Or was that for the people who don't know what it is? Either way. But Egypt has gotten the first goal. Australia's defense hasn't been bad, but Egypt got the first goal, and they've held on pretty well, honestly. Australia's played a tough game, but when you're playing a Cam as a striker and you're playing a 5-4-1 and you're parking the bus and you're down 1-0, you kind of have to change your ideals. See what Australia does in the second half. Second half, kickoff for Egypt. And we're about to be off. And we're off. And we're off. Egypt shot wide. Oh, man, Marmouche almost could have put this game on a freaking platter for Egypt. Marmouche misses. I think that's more the goalie getting out of the box and making a good run towards the ball. If the goalie stays on his line, that goes in. I don't think that's on Marmouche. I think the goalie was smart there. The goalie was smart to close the angle and go for the ball. Forced him to put it wide. Maybe it still would have went in if he... But either way, the goalie forced it to go wide because he went at the ball. He went at Marmouche. If the goalie stays on his line, that probably goes in, if I'm being honest. Because it's easier to just put it to the side of the goalie. Like, he had to push that ball a little bit more wide just to get it past the goalie who was on rushing him and closing the angle. I don't think that's all Marmouche. He shoots it at a normal angle that you would if a goalie stays on his line in that situation. Goalie probably saves it because he's coming at him. He has to push it a little bit more wide, which pushes it wide of the bar or the post. So I'm not going to hold that one against him. If they lose, I guess you will. But, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say that was a bad... That was the goalie. The goalie didn't get a touch on it. He didn't make a save in the classical sense, but going at the player helped the ball not go in. It helped the ball go wide. So he made a save without touching the ball. Smart play. I think it's a better look. Marmouche's miss is a better look at Patrick Beach than a bad look on Marmouche. Header wide, in my opinion. But either way. And player down hurt. '48th minute. The first Dos Cero was 24 years ago. Getting checked for a concussion. And we're off. Egypt. Nope. Australia kicks it back to the goalie. Goal kick. Mohamed Hani being checked for a concussion. How we doing, El Nini? How we doing? My sources are telling me Mexico-England start time's getting pushed back. Yep. Gibran and Vaca have been saying that Mexico-England's getting pushed to noon on Sunday. So, I mean, people are saying it's done. FIFA's just crossing the T's and dotting the I's, which probably means more likely that the Brazil-Norway game, they're trying to get them to push it down to maybe 4 or something, because they start at 3. Brazil-Norway starts at 3. Noon, 1, 2. If the Mexico-England game was to go to extra time, it would still run into the Brazil game. So maybe they're going to try to push it to 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Maybe. But I'm guessing because that would have to be moved as well. So I think they're trying to cross the T's and dot the I's. But I think the Mexico game is getting moved. But I won't make my streams for the round of 16 until after the final game of today, because I have to know what games are going to be played or what games are confirmed. I already have the Mexico tags written out on the tag sheet, though, but I still got to make the thumbnails, and plus the F1 race, Grand Prix, all 9 streams for the next 4 days I got to make. I'm going to make the round of 16 as one round instead of like stagger it like 2 streams, or 4 streams, 4 streams. I'm just going to have them all made, plus the Formula 1 Grand Prix. So I'm going to have 9 streams sitting on my live tab going into tomorrow. So it'll take me a little bit, considering I got to make the round of quarterfinal or round of 32 recap, quarterfinal, or round of 16 predictions. But yeah, I can't even get through a CONCACAF match because it's always wrong. 51st minute. 53rd minute. Egypt 1-0 up. Fifty-third minute. That's going to be a free kick for Australia. How do you say the Australian goalkeeper's name? Patrick Beach. Patrick Beach. How? Okay. And here comes Australia free kick. Oh, they're going to tie the game. O'Neal free kick. And that's why Marmoush shouldn't have missed. Telemundo's behind for me now for some reason. Ball crossed in. Header goal! Australia ties the game! Tie game! Harry Suter! Harry Suter! 55th minute. '54th minute, Harry Suter. 55th says. Own goal on Mohamed Hani, actually, it says. Huh. The Aussies are back. They come from a land down under. The Aussies are back. Ball crossed in. Onside. Header. It's an own goal. Mohamed Hani. Mohamed Hani headed it into the net. Who cares? It counts. 1-1. '55th minute. OG. 1-1. Mohamed Hani header. That's not even a sad dude. Auto goal, auto goal, auto goal. Own goal. But seriously though, will there be a winner before 90 minutes? Looking at both these teams, probably not. Can't say I'm surprised about it being a freaking extra time game, though. Mohamed Hani. Header. Cristiano Ronaldo has 0 World Cup knockout goals from open play. Australia's the last Asian team left. Yep. And technically, Playing over the top. Irakunda does not get there. Caught by the goalie. Playing forward, Ashur. Egypt. Ron, I just want to say thank you for your coverage of all the games. You're welcome. You're welcome. As I said, we were going to do 104 of 104. We're well on our way. We're well on our way. It was 72 games in the round of group stage. Yeah, 72. 24, 48, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 88 in the round of 32 because there's 16 games. 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104. So we're at 86. We're in game 86 right now. Game 86 of 104. So by the end of the day, we'll be at 88 of 104. 90, 92, 94, 96. Yeah. So, yeah. As I said, I'm going to be live on stream since June 11th was the opening of the tournament. I'm going to be live on stream at least once for 30 header. 4 straight days, something like that, 35 straight days. And then 37 out of 38 days. The only day I'm not streaming is the Friday before the third place game in the final. Because there are can-champ games being played in between the round of 16 and quarterfinals and semis. And I might instead on the Monday before the semifinals do the home run derby instead of the Vancouver Calgary game, depending on how freaking far away that score is. If it looks like the Whitecaps have already won the Calgary tie, we'll cover the MLB home run derby instead. Because the second leg of that tie is being played on the Monday before the semifinals, which the home run derby is also being done. Also, on Tuesday of the first semifinal, the World Cup will be live and reviewing the first semifinal. And then also I'm going to be live for the MLB All-Star game that evening. Because you know what? Why the hell not? We did the All-Star game last year. There's going to be Blue Jays players at the All-Star game, at least Ernie Clement. The AL managers, John Schneider. Vladdy, I'm sure. Well, if he doesn't win his vote, I'm sure he won't be there. But who knows? Maybe he does enough in the vote for him to be there with only 4 home runs on the season. Either way. See how many Blue Jays players end up on the team. But at least we got Ernie Clement. Louis Varland should be in the bullpen. I don't care. Louis Varland should be on the All-Star team. I'm assuming that Louis Varland's going to be in the bullpen for the American League All-Stars as well, as he should be. Either way. So John Schneider, Clement, Vladdy, Varland, I would hope at least. It'd be funny if Vladdy beat Ben Rice in the first base votes. It would be hilarious. We'll find out tomorrow. Well, I'll see the news. I won't watch the selection show, but we'll see the news. Not live. But either way. Offside. But so on the Tuesday of the first day of the semifinals of the World Cup, we'll be live with the World Cup semi, review the World Cup semi, live for the MLB All-Star game, and we'll see how it goes, but I plan on reviewing it as well. So we're going to do both. I think actually scratch that. You know what? Then again, did I do? I'm just have the forge tie, don't I, on the first day, don't I? Yeah. Header. And the CF Montreal forge is on Sunday, yeah? Do you think Eric Lila leaves Cruz Azul for Europe? Yeah. He's definitely going to be leaving to Europe at some point. He's actually had a really good – he's actually outplayed Edson. He ended up earning the job. I think that means he should go to Europe. And I think you should be proud of that. Cruz Azul might be screwed, but you should be proud of that. 64th minute. He's proven he's worth it. 1-1. So either way, 2 subs for Egypt. Hossam and Hassan. .65th minute. But again, we'll review. So we'll be live for the Argentina game. We will review the Argentina game. We'll be live for Colombia, Ghana, and then we'll have the round of 32 recap, round of 16 predictions. And then we'll be back to games at noon tomorrow. 65th minute. Cleared away. I think a round of 16 would be a successful World Cup for Australia. Well, we'll see what happens. They've never won a knockout game, I don't think. So they've always been in the round of 16 if they've been in a knockout phase. But, of course, you have to play the extra game. So it depends on what you look at this as. Like, it depends, to be fair. But do you look at this as what the round of 16 used to be? 68th minute. Let's see what happens here. Will there be a winning goal late? The winner of this game plays the winner of the Argentina game. Water break. Australia might get a round of 16 rematch against Argentina if they could pull this one off from 4 years ago, of course. Which probably still wouldn't go that well, but... '68th minute water break. I'm not ready for the World Cup to end. Honestly, me either. I mean, I've had fun. I've had absolute fun watching all these matches. This is a one-time, well, I guess not a one-time. There's going to be a World Cup here in 2038, but I would plan if there's another World Cup in CONCACAF to do all the games there as well. If this is where I am. If I'm a YouTuber still. Which, I mean, you know what I mean either way. I mean, things can change as time goes on. But if I'm still a main YouTuber, I would plan on doing the 2038 World Cup from start to finish like this because, of course, it's going to be in CONCACAF, very likely. So, now, water break. So, but either way, I mean, this has been a crazy marathon. Like, we've done every game, game after game after game after game after game after game. We've done every game. But yeah, no, I mean, this is a pretty much a possible 2 times in a lifetime thing for a lot of us when it comes to the World Cup header. And the fact I'm doing every game and it's a perfect time zone. Like, this is possibly... Then again, there are people who were live in 94 who saw this World Cup, and there will probably be people who were live in 38 who were alive for both. So maybe it's more than a... It's going to take a long time for after 28 or 38 for it to come back, though, I would assume, to CONCACAF. Who you got the 2028 Euros winning it? I don't know, man. We don't even have people who've qualified yet. The qualifying hasn't even started yet. France. I mean, France screws up the Euros, but I have to believe that this is the time France really puts it all together. They'll have a new manager, though. Oh well, okay, there's your excuse when they fuck it up again. Because for some reason, France always fucks up the Euros. Like, it's fait accompli. Like, for some reason, France just... The Euros is always... They never can do it. World Cup, they're dominant. Euros... I don't know what it is about France at the Euros, but France at the Euros is I mean, I think they've won it once. But other than that, there's always some chaos going into a Euro when it comes to France that makes them lose. I guess next time it's a new manager. But I'd have to believe at some point these players are going to pull through before the Mbappe era is over. Especially if they're World Cup champions. Like, would I laugh if they lost? Oh, yeah, I'd laugh. It would have to be embarrassing. 73rd minute. Ashore puts it wide. Oh, it'd be funny. Don't get me wrong. Kustic. I don't think Italy's winning the Euros, but I would also laugh if Italy won the Euros. Happily laugh, but I would laugh nonetheless. And Torre. Iracuda and Volpato off for Torre and Kustic. Playing forward. 74th minute. Can we get a 90-minute before winner? Before 90 minutes winner. Or before full time. You know what I mean? Before extra time winner. Upside down. Somebody posted Australia score upside down. Oh, I'm going to break my neck trying to read this thing. Playing forward. Oh, my head's spinning. 74th minute. Ball crossed in, blocked away. A Louis Varlin All-Star banner has been put up around the Phillies ballpark. Woo! Let's go! Louis Varland is in the All-Star game. I told you. There we go. Sweet Lou. They wouldn't put up that banner if he wasn't in. Let's go, Louis Varland. That's 2 Blue Jays. Probably a third. And the manager, because he won the AL. And the league champions manage the All-Star games. There you go. 76 minutes. Playing over the top. Brought down by Egypt. Cleared away. But I don't know who I got winning the Euros. I don't. It's impossible to call it now. At least the Copa America is probably easier to call. Blocked away. Shop Australia blocked away. Advantage played. Still Australia. Here's Australia. backwards. 77th minute. Playing forward, in through. Good clearance by Egypt. Short, but good. Player down, hurt for Egypt. Player down, hurt. 79th minute. Trezeguet coming on for Egypt. It's out for a throw-in. 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. What's your favorite FIFA ever? Favorite FIFA game? FIFA 18. FIFA 18. Favorite World Cup? I mean, it's this one, though. It's this one. This is the best World Cup ever. It was during the group stage, let alone now. Either way, 1-1. Free kick for O'Neal. So, header. Australia loses the ball, brings it down, blocked away. Egypt blocking well. Header. Caught. Free goal kick. On FIFA 18. Is it because of Toronto? I mean, I guess partially Toronto's best team being in the game, but I thought it was more because of the World Cup mode. Like that 2018. I mean, they made better World Cup games, but I remember like being very in tune with FIFA in 18 during the World Cup mode. Like I got to play the World Cup mode during the World Cup. Like when games weren't on because it was in Russia and I was still up at like 4, 5, 6. I was playing the World Cup mode. You know? That was fun. Was it bare bones and worse than South Africa and Brazil video games? Yeah, it was, but I didn't get to experience those in the moment. Or I didn't buy those games to experience South Africa. If it's going to be a red card. 82nd minute. What do you mean? Goal kick. Oh, never mind. Looks like he was covering his mouth. They didn't snitch. That was the problem. See, these players didn't snitch. See, when you do this, you got to snitch. You got to tell the referee. It seems to me like it's more of a snitch job when somebody covers their mouth. Like, you got to snitch and tell the referee it happened, and then VAR intervenes. So it's their fault for not snitching. Also, it has to be a derogatory statement as well, I think. I guess that's partially why they didn't snitch. But, you know what? Even if it wasn't a derogatory statement and I saw it, I'd still snitch if that's the rule. You see Leo Carlson, 5-year, $90 million offer sheet. Yep, by the Flyers. I saw, yeah. I heard what, it was worth 4 first-round picks. It's crazy, man. 84th minute. Crazy. Philly's loading up, I swear. Claude Giroux's going back to Philly as well, I think. Down, Egypt, 85th minute. Blocked away, and Australia doesn't run at the ball. I feel like that was a bad decision. Egypt, ball crossed in, headed away. Good clearance. Egypt still has the ball. 85th minute. Ball crossed in, punched away by Patrick Beach. I think if you're Anaheim, you take the picks. Yeah. I mean, they're starting to get somewhere, though. The bad part is they lost one of their best players. But we'll see what happens with Anaheim. Headed down. Australia gets to clear. Australia wins the second ball. In through. Oh. Blocked. Still Australia. Crossing cleared. Revenge from Philly because they feel butthurt losing Cutter Gauthier to Anaheim. Probably. Corner, 86th minute. 1-1. Will we get a last-minute winner, or will we go to extra time? Probably extra time. Corner for Australia. Hrustic to take the corner. 1-1. Corner to be taken. Header cleared. Blocked away. Still with Australia. Winner plays Argentina. Punched. Egypt free kick. 88th minute. Header. I mean, he fell more than gotten pushed, but okay. One. I can't say I'm surprised this is going to extra time if it does. Goes down. Throw in for Australia. Hassan. Don't think that's the right call, but okay. 89th minute. Goal kick for Australia. Beach. Takes it. Header. Throw in for Egypt. 89th minute. 1 minute plus stoppage time to go. $89.30, 30 seconds before stoppage time. Probably about 6 or 7 minutes, yeah. Probably. Hassan. Switches the play. 90th minute, into the box. Headed down. Corner. 9 minutes of stoppage, or 5 minutes of stoppage time. 5 minutes. So we could quickly go to extra time here. Corner for Egypt. Any goal, if there is a goal in 90 minutes. If there's a goal in this stoppage time, will probably be the winner of this game. Marmouche takes the corner, short. Chipped over the top. Kept in. Salah. Headed away. Horrible slide. That's out for a throw. Playing forward. Hani. Ball crossed in. Brought down. Cleared away. Assured. 2 minutes. Into the box. Out for a throw for Egypt. 92 minutes. Marmouche to take the throw. They take it fast. 92 minutes. Are we going to get a last-second winner? Or are we going to extra time? A 1-1 draw between these two teams. They've had chances. Cleared away. Throw in. Australia. Corner for Egypt. Horrible play by Toure there. Horrible play by Toure. Tried to pass it to one of his defenders. Didn't exactly pan out. 92-30. Halfway through stoppage time. Fine to think the rule will cover their mouths to stop racism. I'm imagining what slurs, what Ecuadorian. Tomorrow's Judgment Day for Canada. Yep, Salah with a corner. What an Ecuadorian would say to an Argentinian. I don't know. But I mean, in Capia, I mean, well, I don't know. I guess it also tries to take away. Header! Oh, what a save! What a save by Beach! I thought that was going to go in. 93rd minute corner. Woo! I thought that was the game. Man, what a save. I thought that was going to loop in. I mean, hey, you know what? It is what it is. Header. Salah. Shot save. Holy Mackinac. Holy Mackinac! Well, you're a Jets fan. Over the top. 94th minute. Either way. Wouldn't that be a goal anyway? What a save. Right onto the hand of Beach. But yeah, I like the Joe Bowen reference, Dillon. I like the Joe Bowen reference. Damn, it sucks the Leafs had to have such a bad season on Joe Bowen's final season. I swear, man. It sucks. It sucks. 1 minute to go. Blocked. And that'll probably do it. Egypt attacking. In through, and he underruns the ball. 30 seconds to go. Playing forward is Egypt. Can they get a chance? Hassan. Yeah, we're going to extra time, aren't we? 10 seconds. Assured. Switches the play. Brought down. Salah. 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 Into the box. Shot blocked. Ball blocked away. Throw in. Nope. Full time. We're going to extra time. Ah, Lord. Ah! Extra time. Yay. 1-1. Can't say I'm shocked. Can't say I'm shocked. Of course these guys will go to extra time. Garbage. They both are trash teams. If Mexico beats England, USMNT and Canada beat Morocco, and Mexico or USMNT and Canada world-class teams. Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. I would say so. But we got extra time. So we got extra time. Will Egypt or Australia win this before penalties, or will we have a shootout? Canada wearing black, Morocco wearing their white tomorrow. Here we go. Damn, what a save from Beach to send this to extra time. Can you see Canada, Morocco, US 17, Belgium, Mexico, England going to penalties? Mexico, England's not going to penalties. Not with the Pumas special. No. If that game's moved to noon, there might be a slight chance of it going to penalties at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. If that's at noon and they got the Pumas special, it's not going to penalties. Mexico's going to destroy them even more. US 17, Belgium, maybe. I still think it ends before 90, though. Canada, Morocco, I'd be shocked if Canada wins that before penalties if they do win it. I think for Canada to beat Morocco, they're going to have to go to penalties. Maybe a late 120 winner because Morocco already played extra time and Canada didn't. Canada might have more in their legs, but do I think Canada has any chance of winning that Morocco game at 90? Barely any. If they win, it's going to be a late winner in extra time because their energy and their legs saps less quick than Morocco, considering they just played an extra time game in the altitude in Mexico. And Canada played a 90-minute game in LA. But most likely penalties. Like, if Canada's going to win, it's going to penalties. I don't know if I see that game going to penalties, but Canada's way to win is in penalties. Oh, my God, that'd be so painful, though, that going to penalties. Oh, my God. God, Harry Suter dwarfs Mo Salah. Substitution, Ocon Angsler is coming on for Australia. Will we get a winner before 120, or will we go to penalties? Ocon Angsler. There's one window and 2 subs left, and the extra time, halftime. Paul Ocon Angsler, and they're making a sub for Mabille. So they have 1 sub left with 1 window. Angsler was for O'Neill and Metcalf off for Mabille. No subs for Egypt. They have 2 windows and 3 subs and halftime and extra time. So 1 sub, and halftime. Cabo Verde can humble Messi and friends today. They're not. But we'll be live for it, and we'll review it. Tree Win is down. The NYCFC man, Kytra Win, is down. Wait. Yeah, Kytra Win and O'Neill both. Yep. Okay. Yellow card. 90th minute. Free kick for Australia. What now? 91st minute. Ball crossed in. Header away. Would you dare to shave your eyebrows or hair if Canada beat Morocco? No, I'm not. I'm not John Cena. I ain't shaving my hair. I ain't going bald. I don't think I'd look good bald anyway. Playing forward. I don't think I'd look good bald anyway. "92 minutes. Playing forward, 92 minutes. Salah misses. 93rd minute. Man, Marmoush must be kicking himself in the ass, missing that shot that he missed early in the second half. "18 teams left in the World Cup after this game is decided. Of course, that'll turn into 17 teams and then 16 teams by the end of the night. Header by Egypt. Well, honestly, would it count? But if it was a back pass, Marmoush would. Never mind. "94th minute. So, Dallas, of course, we have, after this game, we'll have 18 teams left in the World Cup. 2 of those teams will be eliminated today. And then we'll be down to the final 16. We have 4 teams fighting for 2 more spots after this. I mean, we still have 2 teams fighting for one of the last 3 spots, but you know what I mean. I feel like this one's going to penalties. Because maybe you're going to be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my Joseph Wall. I know he doesn't play for the Leafs anymore. Shut up. Mexico versus England will be the last World Cup match in Mexico. Yeah. "95th minute. I mean, with Mexico playing England, it would have been a bad look for me to actually sing Wonderwall, and it got stuck in my head, and I couldn't help it, so I just threw in the Joseph Wall chant. Because at least it was a Leafs chant. Or should have been. I wish FIFA gave more games to Canada and Mexico. I agree. Like, Roberto Martinez, that was like, I know he might have been doing fan service, but Roberto Martinez saying BMO Field feels like an old Premier League ground. And it's a shame that Canada didn't get more games and BMO didn't get more games. Made me happy. Like, that was one of the best things I ever heard. That Roberto Martinez said those things about BMO Field. That it feels like an old Premier League ground. And it was a shame they didn't get more games. That was nice. 96th minute. That was nice. And he might have been doing fan service knowing there's a lot of Portuguese people in Toronto. He might have been doing fan service. But either way, you know, playing forward. Playing forward. Here comes Australia. Australia still have the ball. Goes down. No free kick. That's out for a goal kick. If England loses to Mexico, you're going to laugh your ass off. Probably. Probably. '97th minute. '98th minute. '99th minute. Soltero Reynoso. See, this is both Mexico and England's toughest matchup of the World Cup and all time in general. I'd say it's worse for England. They're going to get Pumas special playing forward. Trezeguet. Trezeguet still plays it back. 100th minute. Dish Network filed bankruptcy. Well, there you go. 99th minute. '100th minute. The one thing he's worried about with facing England is he says England always somehow find a way to win. Well, until it gets to the final. If it was in the final, you wouldn't be worried. 100th minute. But fair enough. Out for a goal kick. Playing forward, Australia loses. Oh, no. Well, not really. They still have the ball. Kept in. It went out. Went out of play. There are rumblings. The offer sheet, the Carlson offer sheet, might not be the only offer sheet of the day in the NHL. $102. Shot wide. Doc and Bolduc are eligible for offer sheet. Oh. Playing forward, goal kick, 103rd minute. Header, down. Over the top. 1-1 in extra time. I mean, both teams are trying to score. It's not like they're pussyfooting around like normal extra time. They're trying to score. I think both teams kind of know they don't exactly know how penalties will go. If you got a chance to win it, you might as well win it. I think both these teams can see that they know that one of these, it's possible that it's not a smart idea to send this to penalties, because it's not like one of these teams should be better on penalties. Like, both these teams are pretty, we don't know who's going to be better, frankly. We don't know who. We don't know which goalie's better at saving penalties. We don't know which players are better at taking penalties. So, I mean, you can't exactly, of course they have. They're afraid, but they're also trolling. I can't stand them. 104th minute. I can't stand them. Hassem Hassan gets a yellow card. 105th minute. So, again, I think both these teams are trying to win before penalties, because that actually makes sense. Either way. Krustic, free kick. 105th minute. Not really where you want it to be if you want to score off of it, but right before stoppage time of the half of extra time. Over the top. Headed away by Egypt. That's going to go out for a throw. Referee calls for halftime of extra time. We're going to half of extra time. We got 15 more minutes to go. One. I mean, both these teams are trying to win it. I'll tell you that right now. Before penalties. 15 more minutes. They're trying to win it before penalties. I'll take a short break. I'll be back. We're back for the second half of extra time. 15 more minutes of football plus whatever stoppage there is. And after that, we will go to extra time if there is no winning goal. It's about 3:35 finish of regular time or extra time. Okay. Australia playing forward. Ball crossed in. Header down. That's out for a goal kick. Torre. Got the header, but it went wide. 120 minutes. After that, maybe a little bit more. And then we go to extra time. Or penalties, I should say. $106 And Henry Wingo has been bought out by Toronto FC. Honestly, I'm not even mad about it. I love how a lot of these lesser-known keepers have stepped up at this World Cup, like Patrick Beach. I agree. So many good young players have stepped up, or good young. Henry Wingo. I know he's been injured all the time, but he's that outside back. Used to play for the Sounders. Came to Toronto. Barely even played for him. Made 5 appearances, it feels like. Bought out. Gone. Australia clears it away. Throw in. It's been officially confirmed Mexico versus England will kick off at noon Pacific time on Sunday, which means England's going to have to play in the sunny, hot, humid Azteca heat. Wait, what? No, it'd have to be noon Central. What do you mean? They moved it to 2 o'clock? Shot, save. What, they moved to 2 o'clock? Playing forward, Behic. Blocked away. (109th minute). 110th minute. England's trying to refuse the kickoff time switch because they don't want to play at 12 p.m. Oh, really? What? So this is all because of the storms. A lot of England fans are like, oh, they thought they were going to change it because of England. No, it actually is the storms. What do you know? Egypt playing the ball over the top. Shot blocked away. So that's why it's taking so long. If this goes to penalties, Australia might win. I don't know who to say is going to win if this goes to penalties. I have no idea. 0. Salah to take the corner. Cross in. Header. Gets headed away. Blocked away. Salah. 112th minute. Header. Trezeguet keeps it. Nope, it's out for a goal kick. Playing forward. Salah blocked corner. 113th minute. Ball crossed in. Header. Assured. $114th minute. Out for a goal kick. Australia playing forward. Blocked. Oh, man. I thought that was going to be a run. That was going to land. Yeah, I heard the England national team is going to be taking Viagra. We talked about it earlier to counteract the effects of the altitude. Going down. Makes me wonder. Makes me wonder. Corner. Short, or they're going to take the corner. Cleared away. Picked up by Egypt. Blocked. Still Egypt. 115th minute. About taking Viagra, they're up for the game then. I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. Huh? Throw in for Australia. $116th minute. Playing forward, Australia. Australia still goes down. Free kick. Australia. Lord. There have been more own goals at this World Cup than ever before. 13 own goals at the World Cup. We need Egypt to win in order to get Argentina out if Argentina advances to the round of 16. Argentina wouldn't lose to Egypt. Just like they won't lose to Cape Verde. Free kick for Australia. Will they figure something out here? Will they score here and then hold on? 117th minute. Mabil on the ball. 1-1. Last real chance to maybe win this game for Australia before penalties. Mabil, shot blocked, out for a throw. That was horrible, really. Throw in for Australia. Circati to take the throw. Free kick the other way. 118th minute. Egypt. Out for a throw. Australia. Yeah, I think we're going to pens. Substitution. And making a goalie sub is Australia. Well, it's worked before. Beach off for Matty Ryan. It's worked before. $119th minute. Is there any dark horses left? Norway. Norway. I'm not calling Morocco a dark horse. If Canada beats Morocco, I don't know if I'd say they're a dark horse yet, but header by Egypt. Falls down for Australia. Wouldn't it be funny if Australia scored now? Goes down. No free kick. No, it is a free kick. Okay. 119th minute. England fans have been saying we want Mexico, which is bad because we all know what teams that chant we want blank. Yeah, exactly. Yellow card. Ibrahim gets a yellow. Substitution. Saber coming on. Free kick for Australia. 1 minute of stoppage time. 1 kick to go. Can Australia win it in stoppage time? It'd be funny if Matty Ryan came on to do nothing. Header down. Shot. Saved. Saved by Egypt. They throw forward. Players down hurt. Serkati and an Egyptian player down hurt. Penalties. Yasser Ibrahim is down. 121 minutes, 122 minutes. Referee says penalties. We're going to penalties in this matchup. 1-1. We're going to penalties to decide who wins their first ever knockout game. If it really is a win. 1-1. All right. We got a shootout. 1-1 after 120. We'll finish this game, and then I'll be back for Argentina versus Cape Verde. And then we'll review that, live for Colombia, Ghana, and then round of 32 recap, round of 16 predictions after that game. And all the streams will be up after that as well. And then we'll have the 2 streams tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, and you know how this works. Either way. Well, 3 streams on Sunday. We got Formula 1. It has not been moved on FOTMob yet. The Mexico game. FIFA.com. Have not moved it on FIFA.com yet, so we'll see where that goes. Portugal, Spain, USA, Belgium. The winner of this will play Argentina. The loser of this, or the winner of the next game will play, or the winner of the final game will play Switzerland. So we'll know every game after the second window, besides one. Well, who the away team. You want to guess who will win this penalty shootout? Australia. I picked Australia to win the game. I'll give Australia the penalty shootout. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. Michael Oliver's going to officiate the Canada-Morocco game. I'm about to puke. I'm always on. I've always been on. I always will be on. Here comes the shootout. No additional discipline to Folarin Balogun in the wake of his red card against Bosnia, so he's only going to miss the Belgium game. And they're going to do the coin toss, and we're on our way. Muhammad Hani has 2 own goals in this tournament. Seriously. He had the own goal against Belgium, and now he has the own goal against Australia. By the way, Imam Ashur scored in both those games. Just to be clear. Imam Ashur scored first in both those games. Then Muhammad Hani fucked it with an own goal. Except this time there's at least penalties. Salah will score his penalty, yes. I think he will. Here we go. Australia. Matt Ryan on for the shootout. Matty Ryan on for the shootout. Shabir for Egypt is on. They had 1 sub left to make. They did not make it. Australia made all 6 subs. They're going to start with Harry Suter. Harry Suter, Australia will start with. Smart decision, I guess. Well, he must be good at saving penalties. But then again, I remember they took him out for dancing Redmayne. But it's worked for Australia before, switching a goalie before pens. It's worked before. It's worked before. About this time 4 years ago, Benales, when they had to qualify for Qatar, they brought in Redmayne for Matty. They won. This time they bring in Matty for Beach. Well, we will find out. Harry Suter to start for Australia. 1-1 in the regular game. Shootouts, and he puts it over the bar! Oh my God. Garbage. 0-1 or 0-0. Well, their first penalty taker puts it over the bar. Ball's in orbit right now. Well, I mean, Dallas is a dome, so it's stuck in the roof. It's stuck in the roof at Jerry World. He tried to dunk it into the freaking Salvation Army pot. He's trying to find the Salvation Army kettle. Saber. He's trying to find the freaking Mahmoud Saber. It's not out on the field till Thanksgiving. But he was trying to find where they hid the Salvation Army kettle. I don't know if he put it in there. We'll find out when they bring it out in November if they find a football in there. Saber steps up to take. Long run up for Saber. Slow run up. He hadn't even started yet. Here we go. Saber, shot, goal! Ryan goes the right way. Saber puts it above him. 0-1. Nice pace. Nice pace. What can you do? What can you do? And we got Jackson Irvine. Jackson Irvine. Am I really that behind? Is Telemundo that behind? Shit, man. Jackson Irvine to take the penalty. Irvine. Shot, goal. Top bins. 1-1. Jackson Irvine scores. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Goes top bins. Boom. Good penalty. Power the mustache. And the bun. And the man bun. Power the mustache and the man bun. Rami Rabia. Rami Rabia. For the second penalty. Rami Rabia. to take the second penalty for Egypt. Let's see if the center back misses. Will there be another center back miss? But this time for Egypt. Or will he score? Rami Rabia. I know. Even on Telemundo, I'm far behind. I don't know what the hell, man. Rabia. Shot. 2-1. That was horrible. Like, I changed to Telemundo to stop being behind, and now I'm behind on Telemundo. So either way, I don't win. It's not like I don't think YouTube TV flipped on me on the decrease lag portion, but I don't know. Should have checked. But either way, Aware Mobile. Mobile for Australia. To make it 2-2 if he makes his penalty. Tied up for seconds. Mobile. Short and good. Rolls it past the keeper. Sends him the wrong way. 2-2. This is insane. This is madness. Mo Salah. Mo Salah in third. Okay. I thought he'd try to finish it. But okay, Mo Salah for the third penalty for Egypt. Mo Salah versus Matty Ryan. They've known each other from the Prem. Mo Salah, Liverpool. Matty Ryan used to play for Brighton. So, maybe he knows the tendencies. 2-2. Can Ryan make a save? Salah! Goal! 3-2. Must be nice for them taking penalties without a million lasers in their faces. Surprised no Dallas jackass brought out the lasers. 3-2. I'm a far in Malaysia. Salah for the very last time for Egypt, maybe. Salah scored his penalty, though. We got 25 Harrington. Lucas Harrington of the Colorado Rapids. If his name sounds familiar. Lucas Harrington to take a penalty. I guess he played for Rapids too. They're trusting a former. All right. Might as well do it. That's why MLS Next Pro's for, right? Harrington. Shot. Off the crossbar. Off the crossbar. 2-3. If Egypt scores, it's over. If Egypt scores, they're going to the round of 16. Harrington. Over the bar or off the bar. Well, I guess you don't trust MLS Next Pro shootouts. I don't know what to think. 2-3. If Egypt scores, it's over. And they got number 4. Hossam Abdelmajid. For the win, Hossam. For the win. If he scores, Egypt move on to the round of 16. If he misses, Australia are alive. But they need 2 saves. They need 2 saves and 2 misses just to go to sudden death. And then they need to score themselves. Hossam for the win for Egypt. This could be it. Hossam, shot, goal, Egypt to the round of 16 to face Australia. They win their first ever World Cup knockout game. Even if it's technically a draw, they still feel like it's a win. 2-4 on penalties, 1-1 on the night. Egypt moves on. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Notifications on subscribe. Send chats on live streams. Hit that hype button. Hit that hype button. Put this in algorithm. Hit that join button. Become a member. Send chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share it from the family. All that great stuff. Egypt to the round of 16 to play Argentina or Cape Verde. I should say Argentina or Cape Verde. My bad. The winner of the Argentina game. Probably Argentina. But congrats to Egypt. But a CAF, there are 2 African teams in the round of 16. Could have been worse. With that being said, I'll see you in an hour for that Argentina-Cape Verde game. Live and review for that one. I don't think that one's going to penalties. And I'll see you for a live of Colombia-Ghana. With that being said, I'm Ron and I'm out. Peace. Congratulations to Egypt. Commiserations to Australia. Peace. Africa has been eliminated from the world, or Asia, my bad. Asia has been eliminated from the World Cup completely. At least they weren't the OFC. At least they weren't first. Peace.